Peace be upon all of you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are going today to complete our practice of Unit 2 live stories. We are going to talk about grammar, exercise or point number 3. Grammar. Grammar is very important in our English learning. For what is our grammatical lesson in this unit? It's very easy. We took it many times last year. Past simple tense or simple past tense. Let's look at our PowerPoint slices. Okay, all of you, inshallah, will remember our past simple tense from our explanation last year. We took it many times. Past simple, past simple, past simple, past simple. ها بس keywords كلمات الدالة. إيه الكلمة اللي أشوفها عرفناها في الماضي البسيط؟ ها yesterday, last ago, yesterday, last ago. Past simple, yesterday, last ago. نشوف yesterday أو last or ago دي كلها كلمات دالة على الماضي البسيط. في مثلا in previous date, in في سنة فاتت، سنة انتهت, or this phrase in the past. يبقى أول ما تشوف أي واحدة من دول تعرف نتكلم past simple tense. How can I put my verb in the past simple tense? Affirmative form. Affirmative form يعني الشكل المثبت. We will begin with the subject, الفاعل. Verb must be added with ed. We must add ed or ied of course, or دي only بس ed. نضيف ed. والirregular verb اللي هي الافعال الشاذه اللي خدنا زي سواء eat تبقى ate, give تبقى gave, drink تبقى drank, swim تبقى swam, have تبقى had, forget وهكذا. المهم الفعل القياسي ياخد ed, الشاذ ياخد simple past simple yesterday let's not go ed didn't فاكر. علي played, علي helped, علي watched TV or film. طيب لو irregular verb فعل غير قياسي علي wrote, علي gave, علي forgot. okay, you must memorize all of these verbs conjugation. يعني لازم نحفظ تصميم الافعال الشاذه مش مزاجنا. طيب this is an affirmative form شكل مثبت. what about the negative form? negative form سهله جدا. زي ما جبت الاي دي وتجيب كلمه اخرها دي اللي هي ايه؟ didn't. تجيب السبجكت وتجيب didn't. طب والاي دي او الريجولار فورم يرجع لاصله، يعني اصل الفعل مفيش اي دي. اصل forgot زي ما نشوف. طيب نعملها ازاي؟ علي بنقول played. لو انا عايز اقول ايه؟ didn't play. طب helped didn't help. طب watch it didn't watch. طب what about this wrote? علي didn't write. gave didn't give. forgot didn't forget. okay, what choose the correct answer please. Rakan space video games yesterday. The answers play, plays, played is played. What's the answer? Of course played. Number 2, we space fish last Friday. Eat, eat, at, eating. Of course at, because past in the past, last Friday. Number 3, he space called me last night. Negative. Don't, doesn't, didn't, or wasn't. Of course didn't. Excellent. Adel didn't space a house in 1430. Buy, buys, buying boat. Of course boat, because it's in a regular verb. Okay, what about the question? The questions has two forms in English. Has two main forms in English. Yes, no question and yes, no question or double choice. Yes, the question must begin with dead. Dead plus subject. This is sorry. This is a mistake here. Not sun. Subject plus infinitive. If you would like to give short answer positive, إجابة مثبتة. Yes, subject dead. You begin with dead. You answer with dead. But if you are going to say no, no subject plus didn't. Dead, didn't. Past simple, yesterday, last ago. ed didn't, did. يبقى الشغله كلها واحده. اثبات ياخد ed جمله مثبته. النفي didn't وجيب المصدر. السؤال did وجيب المصدر. اوكي. did he, you, she, they, علي، محمد, they, people، اي حد. ما اجيب اللف المصدر الرياض. yes والفاعل ودid or no والفاعل didn't. طيب لو عايز اقول information question WH question what, when, where, how much, how often, how many times إلى آخره. يبقى أجيب WH question plus did plus in subject plus infinitive form. Where did you, he, she, they live? He, she, they lived. Did live. سؤال. الإجابة lived. What did you, he, she wear? Where is irregular verb. I cannot say wear. No, wore formal clothing. Where did you, he, she work? This irregular verb. Work it. But if I go to negative, put it into a negative form, minus, didn't. Didn't work. Don't say didn't work, of course. Choose the correct answer quickly. Sorry, space, you helped Ali yesterday. Do, does, did, or was? Of course did. Number two, did Ali space TV last night? Have I have brought that. Here is infinitive form for our verb form one, the first form. Watch, watches, watch it, watching. Huh? Watch. Number three, when did they visit you last week? Last. When? Do or that or did? Last, last. Of course, did. Where did you space last Monday? Where did you go? Went to goes going. Where did you? Went? No. It's a question. Go. Excellent, mashallah. There are some phrases or some exhibitions which must be put into passive in the past simple tense. Be born. Be born. Be born يعني ولد أو ممكن يولد لو مضارع بس غالبا بنتكلم عن ولد أنا ولدت وهو ولد إلى آخره. Be plus be here was or were. Was for singular, were for plural. I or he or she whatever was born in Syria. Ahmad was born in Egypt. Yeah, I'm talking about myself. Ahmad, your teacher. Ahmad was born in Egypt. If the plural if the subject is plural, twins, I must use were born. Were born, like newborn in the read in the listen and discuss section. They plural were born in 2000. Okay, Ali and Sami they are plural because we have no double nouns in English. ما عندناش مثنى في الانجليزي. قلنا ان الجمع يبدا من اثنين. Ali and Sami were, don't say was. Okay, choose the correct answer. My dad, space born in 1330. Was where? Of course, my dad was. I cannot say is. He was. He's alive. We, space born in Tabuk. We is plural noun. Where? Of course. Excellent. I have questions about you. I am asking, sorry, about you. To give you a question. Where was or were you born? Of course, you here equals to the meaning of plural. يعني تستعمل هنا you كأنت أو أنتم بس بتتعامل معاملة الجمع بتاخد where were you born. طيب أنا سألتك وعايزك تجاوب. Where were you born? Where, sorry, I must have put here. Where? Where were you born? Where were you born, my dear? Huh? You can answer by saying I were, I was, you were, we was. Of course I was. I ask you as a singular. طب انا عايز اقول we, okay? تنفع اين ولدتم؟ هتنفع we بس we were not we was. Excellent was ما شاء الله. There is some expressions of passive. Passive يعني اللي هو المبني المجهول. يعني يربى، يعلم، يزوج، يكنى به، يبنى الى اخره. فاقول بني، ربي، علم. فاعملها ازاي دي؟ قال لي بتجيب was or were plus past participle. يعني was were دي ثابته، was مع المفعول مع الجمع، وتجيب الاسم التصريف الثالث للفعل. مايكل was raised in Montreal. يعني ربي، يعني تربى. His parents were married. زوجوا. The team was called the Lions. لقب أو سمي الفريق بالأسود. He was educated in private schools. علم أو نشئ. Okay? Used to is very important here in our second unit. Used to معناها اعتاد أن. بتكلم عن العادة اللي انتهت. أنا اعتدت مثلا ألعب في الشارع وأنا صغير. اعتدت إن أنا أشاهد الأفلام العنف وأنا صغير. اعتدت يعني كده أي حاجة أنت كنت بتعملها وبطلت تعملها. والused to معناها اعتاد أن. We used to for past have some mistakes. العادات والحالات كنا بنعملها في الماضي وانتهت. الشكل الموجب والشكل السالب. يعني أنا اعتدت أن ولا ألم أعتد أن؟ لو أنا عايز اعتدت أن when I was little I used to. طب used لو عايزة فيها اعتبرها فعل عادي. فتقول I used to play with toys. فتقول I didn't used to play with you game. I didn't. يبقى اعتاد used to. لم يعتاد didn't use. ركز فيها شوية عشان نحتاج كتير. لو question اعمل نفس القصة. didn't اعمل did. Did you used to play with dolls? Yes I did. I did. نفس قصة الفعل العادي. طب اسال بوات what did you used to play with used to play with toy cars. طيب mix it about yourself use a phrase and add some of your own يعني اعمل لي بقى جمل دي عن نفسك زي مثلا اقول لك ايه مشاركها مع صاحبك share your sentence with a partner اتكلم عن نفسك بقى be born يعني انا ولدت هتقول ايه ها I was born in Tabuk I was born in 14. طيب say my first word at the age of قول انا يعني قلت اول كلمه في عمري كذا I said my first word at the age of 2 مثلا اول كلمه كتبتها وانا عندي سنتين go to school at the age of قول كده اروح المدرسه كام تقول I went to school at the age of 6 go تبقى went grow up تربيت فين كبرت فين I grow دي فعل شاذ الاو تحول الى اي I grow up in Tabuk start working at the age of بدأت تمشي في سن كام 10 سنين I started working at the age of 3 first use a computer at the age of أول استخدام لك كان بسبب الكمبيوتر I use a computer for the first time at the age of 7 for example list of things you used to do دي مهمة جدا اعمل لي لستة الحاجات اللي انت used to do قول انا اعتدت او didn't used to do when you were young وكنت صغير ايه اللي انت used to do طبعا دول شبيهي يعني used to play used to speak used to cook didn't used to drive didn't used to swim الاخر then compare and scat with a partner اتكلم مع صاحبك اي used to do واعمل جملة didn't used to do اديك مثال مثلا I used to sleep early اعتدت وانا صغير انام بدري يعني I didn't used to sleep late okay I used to play outdoors اعتدت وانا صغير العب بره في الشارع لما كبرت I didn't used to play indoors ما كنتش وانا صغير بلعب داخل البيت outdoors يعني خارج البيت indoors داخل البيت طيب انا هديك مثال وانت تقوله بقى help يلا اتكلم انت excellent boy I used to help my mom طيب لو هتنفيها I didn't used to help my friends ماشي اوكي what else study what else you can too excellent boy I used to study Arabic تعودت وانا صغير اذاكر عربي طب ما كنتش بذاكر ايه I didn't used to study English تلاقي ما كانش مقرر عليا مثلا drive you can say talk I used to drive what drive a car drive a plane drive a train no you can say I used to ride a bike but I didn't used to drive a car excellent complete the paragraph with the past simple tense with the verbs and participle يعني الجمله هنا كلها هنا دي هسيبها لك واجب يعني سهله جدا الفعل ضعه في الماضي البسيط يعني ميت ماضيها ايه مات جو ماضيها ايه went يوسف مع فيرب تو بي ياخد was ولا where was ask تبقى ايه ask agree تبقى ايه agree go on complete by yourself exercise D work with a partner اشتغل انت وصاحبك ask and answer about the first and last time you did the activities اسأله أول مرة وآخر مرة يعمل الأنشطة التالية اللي هي الأنشطة when was the first time you rode a bike يلا جاوب أنا بسألك يا صديق when was the first time you rode a bike يعني أول مرة ركبت فيها العجلة I first rode a bike when I was 4 excellent what else what was the last time you rode a bike I last rode a bike the day before yesterday. I rode it to school. Okay, try to practice this with your friends. Okay, let's look at another exercise which is very important. Language in context. Language context. It's in we have finished these pages 14 and 15. Page number 16 is very exciting. Let's talk about language and text and listening and pronunciation about you. Okay, let's take this exercise, language and context. What can you see in this picture? This is a picture of a very old district. What can you see in these pictures? What can you see about the transport? How can people move? How could people move from one place to place? By cars, by taxis, by horses, by donkeys, by what? You can tell me, huh? Okay? Where is the house is very modern or old? Traditional. يعني كانت اعتاد الناس يعيشوا في مدن عصريه زي بيوت عصريه زي البيوت اللي احنا عايشين فيها، ولا تقليديه قديمه. بيقول لي هنا work in Paris look. تعالى افضل نشوفها في السلايس بتاعنا. هنا بيقول لي يا سيدي بسم الله. Work in Paris look at this all the photo and guess what people did and didn't do then. ايه اللي عملوه الناس في الصور دي، وايه اللي ما كانوش يقدروا يعملوه او ما عملوش. يا سبب بتقول كانوا يمشوا بيركبوا الحمير عزك الله، ما كانش عندهم سيارات، كانوا عايشين في بيوت قديمه مش بيوت حديثه، كانوا بيسمعوا الراديو وما بيسمعوش النت او شاهدوا النت. تعال نشوف كده. طيب work نفس الدنيا. people used to walk or ride donkey the cities. لو رجعت هتلاقي الناس ماشيه او تركب الحمير عزك الله. طيب people didn't used to drive cars and trucks in the city. ولا كان عندهم سيارات ولا شاحنات. يبقى هنا قلت ايه used to، انا قلت didn't used to. انت تعمل كده. كانوا يعملوا ايه؟ ما كانش بيعملوا ايه اللي هم بيعملوه دلوقتي. You can talk about how people got their news. يلا ناخد عناصر كده. اتكلمني ازاي الناس كانوا بيجيبوا الاخبار منين؟ من 100 سنه مثلا كانوا بيسمعوا الاخبار من التلفزيون، في القنوات الفضائيه، في النت. People used to listen to the radio. يسمعوا راديو بس. يعني ايه؟ يعني people didn't used to get news from the internet. ما كانش عندهم انترنت. Excellent. طيب how they traveled. سافروا ازاي من مكان لمكان، مدينه لمدينه، دوله لدوله. ممكن نقول people used to travel by donkeys, horses, by ships. يعني على البر بالدونكس هورس، في البحر بالشابس. people didn't used to travel by planes like us. يعني ما كانش عندهم طيارات يسافروا بيها. طب how they did household chores. ازاي بيعملوا الاعمال المنزليه، الطبخ والمسح والكنس والنظافه. people used to do their household chores by themselves. كل واحد بيعمل بنفسه. جدتك مثلا الله يعطيها الصحه والعافيه كانت بتعمل بنفسها زمان. people didn't used to have servants. ما كانش عندهم خدم. and what they did in their free time. بيعملوا ايه في وقت الفراغ؟ بيقضوه ازاي؟ people used to play normal games. لا ألعاب عادية بقى كده، بطوب، أي حاجة لعبة هم يخترعوها. people didn't used to play video games. ما كانش عندهم فيديو جيمز. طيب talk about yourself or your family. يعني كلمني عن عائلتك، أنت كنت متعود تعمل إيه؟ مش متعود تعمل إيه؟ كلمني عن عائلتك، كانوا متعودين يعملوا إيه؟ مش متعودين يعملوا إيه؟ used to do or didn't used to do. يعني قول اعتادوا أن أو لم يعتادوا أن. يلا play. كلمة عن play. أنا مش هقول لك حاجة، أنت بتتكلم تكتب. بلاي اعتدت أن ألعب كذا، ما تعودش ألعب كذا. work اعتاد عائلتي أن يعملوا فيه، لم يعتادوا أن يعملوا فيه. طيب sleep تعود الأسرة تنام كذا، ما تعودش كذا. أوكي excellent. listening is very important section in this unit because it's going to talk about a very important سعودي royal character. هتكلم عن أمير من الأمراء المشهورين جدا ولهم بصمة في الحياة السعودية، سلطان بن سلمان بن عبد العزيز. Listen to the biography of Prince Sultan bin Salman. With the events in alphabetical order, number them from 1 to 8. يعني هو هنسمع دلوقتي وهنقرا مع بعض قصة الأمير السلطان أو النص اللي على الأمير السلطان، وبعدين جايب لك التدريب الجميل ده رتب الأحداث طبقا للترتيب الطبيعي بتاعها. أوكي؟
Listen to the biography of Prince Sultan bin Salman. Put the events in chronological order. Number them from 1 to 8.
Prince Sultan bin Salman Abdul Aziz Al Saud is a member of the Saudi royal family. He was born in Riyadh on June 27, 1956. He is a grandson of King Abdul Aziz. Prince Sultan was educated in Riyadh. After high school, he went on to study communications and aviation in the United States. He completed a bachelor's in mass communications and later a master's in social and political science. While in the U.S., he also became a certified pilot. After university, he began working as a researcher for the Department of International Communications in the Saudi Ministry of Information. He also served on the Saudi Media Committee during the Los Angeles Olympics in 1984, and later that same year, he was appointed to the Department of Advertising in the Ministry of Information.
Okay, again quickly, Prince Sultan Abdulaziz Al Saud is a member of the Saudi royal family. يعني ابن الأسرة المملكة في السعودية. He was born in Riyadh in 1955. He is a grandson of King Abdulaziz. Ben Sultan was educated in Riyadh, تعلم في رياض after his high school بعد الثانوي. He went to study communications and aviation in the United States. راح يدرس الاتصالات والملاحة في أمريكا. He completed Bachelor of Mass Communication and later Master in Social and Political Science. يعني خد ماجستير في الاتصالات وماجستير في العلوم السياسية. While in the USA he also became a certified pilot وأصبح برضه طيار معتمد من الطيران الأمريكي. After university, he began working as a researcher for the Department of International Communication in the Saudi Ministry of Information. يعني أصبح هو باحث في هيئة الاتصالات السعودية. He also served on the Saudi Media Committee during the Los Angeles Olympics in 1984. يعني كان عضو في البعثة الأولمبية للسعودية في سنة 84. And later this same year, he was appointed to the Department of Advertising Ministry of Information وأصبح يعني عضو في اللجنة الإعلامية لوزارة الإعلام.
The following year, Prince Sultan joined the Royal Saudi Air Force and retired with the rank of colonel in 1996.
Carlos.
In June 1985, Prince Sultan made history when he became the first Saudi astronaut, the first Muslim, and the first member of royalty to travel in space. He flew aboard the space shuttle STS-51G Discovery to launch a satellite for the Arab Satellite Communications Corporation. Prince Sultan spent 7 days in space and circled the Earth 111 times. Following the flight, he helped establish the Association of Space Explorers, an international organization for astronauts who have traveled in space. Prince Sultan later devoted his time to helping improve conditions for the disabled. In 1988, he became chairman of the Disabled Children's Association and later co-founded the Prince Salman Center for Disability Research. The prince also developed a special interest in preserving Saudi architectural heritage. As a result, he became honorary president of the Al Umran Saudi Association in 1993 and also founded the Al Turath Foundation to preserve urban heritage. In 2000, he was appointed Secretary General of the Saudi Commission for Tourism and Antiquities, and his term was extended for another 4 years in 2008.
Thank you so much. Choose a correct answer, please. Choose a correct answer with us. Prince Sultan, sorry. Choose a correct answer. Okay. Prince Sultan bin Salman was born in Riyadh, Tabuk, Jeddah, Dammam. Of course, Riyadh. After high school, Prince Sultan went on to study in the USA communication, of course. Prince Sultan joined the Royal Saudi Air Force and retired with the rank of colonel. Prince Sultan became the first Saudi what? He flew aboard the space shuttle. Of course, astronaut. In 1988, Prince Sultan became chairman of the Children's Association, disabled. The prince also devoted his mission to rest in preserving Saudi heritage, architecture. Okay, try to reorder these sentences correctly. He was born in 1956 in Riyadh. He completed university and the flight training in the USA. He started work for the Ministry of Information. He was on the Saudi Media Committee during the 1984 Olympics. He flew aboard the Space Shuttle Discovery. He began helping organizations for the disabled. He became involved in preserving Saudi architectural heritage. The last one, he became Secretary General for the Saudi Commission for Tourism and Antiques. Thank you so much for listening to me, my dear, today, and I hope you have a very, very nice time. Goodbye. Peace be upon all of you. Assalamu alaikum.